Welcome to I Pretend to Do It Wrong on Purpose to make... This is our second attempt at this opening. As the actress said to the bishop. Bishop said to the actress, take another swing at it. Welcome to episode 215.
Or 215.
215.
Yeah. What a number.
Let's just go again.
You're listening to Jim and James Chew the Cud.
When was the last time you saw a Chevrolet in Tokyo?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Robbing biological urges.
You crazy son. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
You're listening to Jim and James.
Welcome to episode 215.
What a number.
Of Jim and James Chew the Cud. I'm Jim. With me as always, James. James, how you doing?
All right, yeah.
It's been cold today. Cold.
Very cold. Very cold.
It's been snowing though, isn't it?
Oh, it's been terrible snow. I mean, by that, it's been like rubbish snow.
Not good quality.
No, not good quality.
Snowage.
It's just kind of snowed a bit during the day. Nothing settled. It's just fancy crap rain. But I do have some snow facts for you. I'm going to inform you about the song "Informer" by the artist Snow.
Oh,
yeah, he was.
I thought this was going to be Snow.
I know. No, he's called Snow.
I've made an assumption,
Yeah.
haven't I?
His real name is Kenneth.
Kenneth Snow.
No, it's Snow. Snow's an acronym. I can't remember what for. If I load up my
So that's
my
not
phone.
even one of the facts.
No.
How many facts have you got about the artist Snow?
I did have loads prepared, but then
one of them
I've
was
shut down the page.
Not one of them was the acronyms.
No, it would have made more sense if I'd done that.
Yeah.
I did have it all prepared on my page, but then I think I shut it down.
What do you mean you prepared this off-the-cuff observation about Snow?
Yeah, but when I was researching
Did you
other
deliberately mislead me into thinking it was about normal snow?
Doesn't
seem very
like Jon
friendly.
Snow even, but oh man, this is terrible.
Don't worry. This. We want to go big on TikTok, and you have to have original audio of a certain length.
So I was pretty wrong. So I've got some facts for you about Snow.
What were you completely wrong about?
I'm going to inform you. So Snow, his name is Darren Kenneth O'Brien, better known by the stage name Snow.
Yeah.
He's a Canadian reggae musician, rapper and singer.
This is just his Wikipedia article.
Yeah, but there's more. He's 54 years old, and there's some facts about him. I'm just going to try and find. In his song Informer,
yeah,
there's a lyric that goes, "Icky bum bum down." Until this morning, I thought it said "lick your bum bum down."
Right.
But apparently, licky. No, it actually is licky. So "licky bum bum down," it means knocking out an informer or a snitch. So
right.
it's actually a threat.
You thought it meant.
I thought he was singing "licky bum bum down."
Ah, right.
I thought it was bum. I don't know what it was bum bum. His debut album.
I've lost count of how many facts.
His debut album. Do you know what it was called?
Informer.
No.
Snow.
12 Inches of Snow.
Right.
And it works because it could be about. It's an LP. It's a 12-inch LP.
Yeah.
Or it could be about like depth of snow.
Yeah.
Or it could be his dick.
Yeah, that's true.
Any of those
It works
things.
on levels.
There's a lot of levels. And he spent 7 weeks at the top of the Billboard 100 charts with a great song, Informer.
Right. You are just reading his Wikipedia article, aren't you?
No. It's just,
this is not how facts are normally given. You're just reading a biography.
But that's my facts about Snow. And also, there's a lady in China who holds a record for the most snow globes owned.
Right.
Have a guess how many snow globes is the world record holder for most snow globes owned by a single person?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. There's a lady in China.
Yeah.
Called Susan Wan.
Yeah.
And she holds a record for owning the most snow globes. Have a guess how many snow globes
does she own?
Yeah.
Right. So there's a woman in China.
And it's record for the most. It's going to be a huge number.
I mean, I imagine it's not, isn't it? That's why it's of it. Because if it was a normal record size number, that's impressive. I mean, it's going to have to be over 1,000.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because there's sort of those villages and museums that have those.
So maybe it might be like for private.
It's going to be less than 6 digits.
Potentially.
I don't know. She's got like 350,000.
No, that's way off.
Yeah,
Way
is it
off.
well like maybe 3,000?
4,096.
4,096.
That was last updated in 2016, so it may have been.
She might be dead.
It may
now.
have changed then. She may have got a partner.
So
now she's
not
single anymore.
only did you come woefully underprepared for your facts about snow?
Yeah.
Your one fact about snow globes, you can't verify past.
But I
7
can
years
verify
ago.
another one.
So
So the news stories from
and-
2020.
The news story is from 2020 that a woman in 2016 called Anne Huang owned snow globes.
Yeah, and like quite a few of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I
quite a few
probably
of
could have
them.
done more. We could probably search, how many. That was just like a fact that popped up.
It's not a fact,
searching
is
snow.
it?
Well,
You've
the fact is that I did it in the form of a question.
in 2016
But
she
it's a fact.
owned. How many did she own?
How about
3,000?
4,000.
4,000.
Yeah.
It's not enough for a record.
And what? But what? Well, it obviously is because she's a winner.
A record, a record should be an impressive number.
What a number?
Yeah.
I'd say.
So, do you have any actual snow facts that could possibly be from before after the pandemic?
Snow travels at a speed of between 1 and 4 miles per hour.
What if it's snow on top of a car?
Then it's probably faster.
Yeah, so that's not even an accurate
But that is
fact.
also
is it?
that's snow the falling
Rapper.
object, not a rapper. I don't think a rapper, because if a rapper moved that slowly, or a rapper, reggae musician, singer from Canada, if he moved that slowly, he might be done for like curb crawling or something.
Like maybe they think there'd be a shootout or something. You know what the gangsters are like.
Yeah, that sort of people.
Why did you have a go at Dawn French?
I don't think I did.
You did. You praised Lenny Henry for putting up with marrying Dawn French.
I mean, obviously, I've not heard your edit when you're gonna
No.
something abhorrent again.
No, I edited the bit where you said that you wanted to fuck children. I admit that. I put that in. You not randomly, we were talking about Lenny Henry. I just wanted to know because, why?
I don't think that happened.
Okay, well, we can just play it again. But you see him on Children in Need, and suddenly he's got the job selling hotel rooms.
No, I mean, he's done a good job, though.
Oh, he's a boy done good.
Because he married who he did.
Who was that?
He deserves everything.
Dawn French.
Dawn French.
Do you not like Dawn French?
It was a brave move. But it's you editing it. It's you in the mainstream media.
It's really
You're
weird.
part of the MSM.
We are.
Well, you are. I'm
But
not.
it seems we're on the same podcast.
Yeah, but you got other.
But it does seem to me that you want to
podcasts.
try and upset me when I'm the person in charge of the editing.
Well, no, because I watched Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And I kind of enjoyed half episode I watched.
Yeah.
And I will be watching more.
But now I'm just going to replace Doctor Who with something. Do you see you've played yourself?
You've
tried to
support
distract
your
away from the
dreams.
fact that you didn't like Dawn French. Is it because she's a big lady?
I didn't say any of that.
Is it
I
you
respect her
you don't
work.
like that woman off
I respect
GMT?
her work in the church. I respect her work with Victoria. I respect her work on television. And I respect
For a second, I was like, "What work has she done for the church?" You meant Vicar of Dibley, didn't you?
Yeah.
Very good.
that documentary.
That's very good.
No, she fell into a hole. That was brilliant.
Yeah. Fine.
Thank you.
But do you like that woman on This Morning?
Which woman on This Morning?
The bigger lady, the one that's not Holly Willoughby.
I don't know who you mean. I don't watch it.
Oh,
you-
I thought you would have seen it on.
No,
Pop
because
Bitch.
I don't work from home, so I can't watch TV during the day.
Yeah, so I don't watch TV during the day. My TV doesn't work. I saw it on TikTok or Instagram.
Oh, did you?
We've spoken about this. Cliff Richard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
see, you didn't need to do that.
That was when Cliff Richard.
You're the one that's on. Don't act like you're not on TikTok.
Was that when
all
Cliff
the
Richard
time.
fat shamed Elvis Presley?
Yeah. See, what I was doing was doing a link from you disliking
segue, so you can get on to me.
little peek behind the curtain there.
Yeah. So completely off the cuff.
I'll
there.
put like fucking flashing signs up next time if you
Oh,
want.
no, thank you. But I mean, did you know that though Cliff Richard did say some weird things about Elvis and kind of fat shamed him?
Oh, so you have seen
He
this
also,
clip then?
yeah, I have, yeah. He also really respected his work as an artist, and there's a painting at Cliff's house of him and Elvis on stage together. And when he was asked about what is this painting, when did you play with Elvis? And he's never been on stage with Elvis Presley. But
Elvis is too old for him.
Yeah, but he did say, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But we've both got a shared interest. Much younger. But to be fair, Elvis married his one, while Cliff didn't. But yeah, he's got a painting of him and Cliff, but they never shared a stage together. And he did say, but Elvis, if Elvis was alive when I was, big, he would have definitely shared a stage with Cliff Richard, or maybe a hotel room.
That whole section was dead on arrival, I think, man.
Yeah.
You tried to assassinate me in the start, and now you're waffling on about Elvis Presley marrying a child bride.
Yeah, which is true.
Is it true? Did he marry her?
It's in the film. Elvis.
But
I mean,
you rank that quite highly in your
Elvis
top
isn't
10,
dead.
wasn't it? That's what they tell me.
Yeah, Elvis isn't dead.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Elvis isn't dead.
Yeah. It's Scouting for Girls.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Which is also what Elvis
Do you enjoy
used
that?
to do on the school bus.
What?
That's what Elvis used to do on the school bus.
Scouting for Girls.
Yeah. I don't know if Cliff would do that. He's not.
It seems like a lot of slander. You can't slander a dead man. Sort of thing you'd make up and put on Pop Bitch.
Yeah. So, I mean, have you been to Pop Bitch yet? I'll do keep
No, I haven't been to Pop Bitch yet.
It's a website which started off was like a bit of a Soho, London centric sort of like celebrity gossip thing. They did a lot of stuff about phone hacking way before the press kind of actually got caught doing it.
Right.
They do a lot of quite hard hitting stories, but also they talk about politicians' penises and urinals and things like that.
Sort of like this podcast.
And Michael Gove's like Gat Cabot.
Are you trying to turn us into Pop Bitch?
No, but when I was a younger man, I was maybe you are now really.
Yeah.
I was a member of the Pop Bitch forum, and I would take my work quite seriously. And I'd be like liking comments, trying to get stuff from the newsletter. Nothing ever worked. But Jeremy Clarkson at the time.
Did you try giving them facts about snow?
No, I didn't have any then. But at the time, Jeremy Clarkson, famous sandwich lover, punched. Who punched him? No, he was basically getting quite handy with his lawyers, just trying to like any rumours, taking websites down and that. So I thought I would join in the banter, and I started off posting stuff which was blatantly true. Like Jeremy Clarkson's very talented. Jeremy Clarkson's definitely not a cunt. That sort of. Then I started like branching out, and like how he might touch a panda bear, or do
he what?
He might touch a panda bear.
What do you mean? What were you implying with he might touch a panda bear?
Because he might touch a panda bear. He might see a panda, and he'll undress it so it's bare.
Right. Okay.
And then touch it.
Right.
With all his limbs.
And these weren't successful.
No, but instead, they put out a plea for people to please stop slandering and libelling Jeremy Clarkson.
They said, James, please stop.
So I doubled down.
Of course you did.
And then Pop Bitch closed down for like a couple of months.
Well, because of you doubling down?
Doubling
how did you double down? What?
Just making more slanderous comments.
How could you improve upon might touch a panda?
I can't remember.
A panda bear as well.
Yeah.
It's a weird way to phrase it.
Yeah. But it's true.
I mean, yeah, is it? Yeah, it is a panda bear.
Do you know panda bears are pointless?
Is this another fucking fact?
No, panda bears are pointless.
Panda bears are pointless. Yeah, I agree.
Apart from
they won't even fuck to save themselves.
They won't fuck or eat. They eat something which gives them so little energy they can't move.
I think that's fine. That is the thing. Just give up on them and put the money into something that is better. The other week we said about cutting funding from some of the Olympic things. Friend of the show, Leon Baker.
Oh, definitely friend of the show.
Insert applause here. Wrote in or booing. What should we go for? Booing or applause?
I think we'll do applause now.
We'll do applause this time.
We've forgiven him for his Children in Need episode.
Friend of the show, Leon Baker, said that actually skateboarding was the most interesting thing at the Olympics, and that football wasn't. classic Leon.
I would have thought
He hits that one note really well.
I would have thought he would have preferred sumo just because of the Japanese element.
Yeah, but I think they have Japanese skateboarders.
Yeah.
Skateboarders. I imagine they do, man. Like
Probably do.
They invented video games, and a lot of kids got into skateboarding through.
Yeah. Tony Hawk's.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
and
720, 360. They were skateboarding
I don't know.
games.
Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie. Tony Hawk's 2. Tony Hawk's 3.
Tony Hawk's Wasteland.
Yeah. Tony Hawk's Wasteland 2.
Tony Hawk's Pro
Thug.
Skater 1 and 2 remastered.
That's very true. And Tony Hawk's Skate, which you had like a full-size skateboard to stand on.
Yeah, that's the thing you cut a fish on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a type of fish.
Yeah,
Skate.
you hang with skates on it.
Yeah.
Have you ever been inline skating?
No, I don't have the balance to skate, and I'm not.
That's the answer I'm looking for. Thank
Have
you
you?
very much.
I imagine you've probably owned rollerblades at one point, haven't you?
I've never owned rollerblades.
Did you own
I-
skates though?
I've owned probably skates, yeah.
What do you mean probably? You rent them?
I don't know if I've ever owned them, but I've definitely been to like a roller disco as a child in like the local sports hall.
My friends
And
have
just
done
skate
that,
around
and I
in
just don't
circles.
understand.
No, it's crap.
What you
It's
just turn
just
up and
it's just children.
slowly edge round.
It's just it's children just like
edging.
just edging around each other. That's important to as a child to edge when you're roller skating.
Yeah.
It's very important to edge.
What did you say about Jeremy Clarkson that was so bad?
I can't remember exactly.
Mate,
I mean, it's probably what I did, but it was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm sure it was. I mean, hang on, 20 years ago, you were my age.
Well, I was exaggerating certain things. I was listening to like a classic radio station earlier on.
Yeah.
And then like my work colleague said, "Oh yeah, I've got like my playlist is entirely Boys to Men," and I was like, "I'm not. That wouldn't interest me."
Half of that.
No, I wouldn't hear any of it. But I mean, to me, if I was listening to a show which only played Boys to Men,
Yeah.
it'd be the end of a road. It's a Boys to Men song.
Okay, I don't know that.
No, wrong audience.
No, I'm sure out there are people that just went nice.
Yeah,
I didn't have you down as a fan of Boys to Men.
I'm not really. What
Why are you dropping a Boys to Men joke if you don't care?
What are your views on drills?
On drills?
Yeah, drills like hand drills,
Hand
power
drills. I think they're boring.
Oh, very good. Yeah,
Is that the-
like my joke? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Do you want to take another swing at it?
No, that's all right.
I don't know. What is my opinion on?
No,
I think they're great.
I think they're quite boring.
Ah,
Yeah.
get on, man. It's
Did you see the leaf blower bloke in town earlier on? He's blowing leaves everywhere.
oh, what? Why?
His job really blows.
Is that how that joke's meant to be told?
Yeah.
I don't think you're meant to say
I
the
bought-
word blow in the
No,
first part.
I went to buy like a vacuum cleaner the other day,
Right.
but then I asked the salesman like, should I get this one here?
He said,
And he's like, that sucks.
yeah.
So I
Well,
walked
if you
away.
need a vacuum cleaner, I've got a spare one just gathering dust.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. I bought 20,000 light bulbs the other day.
Yeah, that's a bright idea.
Well, yeah, it was, but it turns out we're not that light. It cost me like £1,000 in postage.
Mate, how are you fucking that joke? It's 2 lines.
I know.
Set up and premise,
Yeah.
not set up, premise, explanation. Yeah. I mean, there's you. Didn't I see you struggling with some lights the other day?
Yeah, I bought like a 1,000 of them.
Wow.
But to get them home was quite a struggle.
Yeah, why was that?
It turns out they weren't that light.
I saw there was an article about a nudist airline
Right.
that they, like nudists.
Did you see the cockpit?
Oh, mate, what a turnaround. What a
Yeah.
turnaround. That one, you just slid in. That was a perfect landing. Airlines.
Yeah.
Good. Keeps us on point.
Perfect.
There's a nudist airline, and they're all nude on it.
Well, I can imagine so.
I wasn't sure. I think the captain is as well. That was the thing. It's a specifically nudist airline, one that you couldn't. I don't know actually. Do they? I haven't looked into it. I accuse you of not preparing. I've not looked into whether a nudist airline you have to be nude to go on.
It's like nudist beaches. You don't have to be nude on the beach.
Is it not weirder if you're not
expected to?
Yeah.
If you're there like in your anorak,
yeah,
hiding your hands, staring at people, it's probably an issue.
On that, what is the etiquette? I feel like you've probably been to you have been to a nudist beach, haven't you?
No.
I don't know what the etiquette like is down there. If you get a little
chubby on,
well, leave the kids alone. But like, you know,
I think you just go right over in your front, dig a hole in the sand.
You said that with the confidence of a man that's had to do this before.
No, I just you've
had to hide an erection.
I think you've had. I mean, you can't do the old under the belt tuck because you've got no belt on.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to just roll over and hide it, bury it in the sand.
Then you have to crawl along and it drags a trench out.
Oh, no, you don't crawl along. You just lay there.
Right.
But be careful if you've seen a Baywatch film where he gets it trapped.
The original Baywatch film or the comedy Baywatch
The Rock version.
I have, but not enough to tell you I remember it.
But there's one bit where he meets a woman.
Right. I bet he does.
On the eye.
She's easy on the eye, is she?
Yeah, he then tries to hide his...
Did you say she's easy on the eye?
Yeah.
Okay.
He tries to hide his...
She's got legs up to here.
1920s
Detective James.
He tries to hide his enjoyment, so he basically rolls over on a sun lounger, then gets it trapped in the sun lounger.
Oh no!
Then The Rock tries to pull him off.
Wait, I thought The Rock is the guy that's...
No, it's a little nerdy guy, and then the lady...
Zac Efron.
No, and then the lady basically tries to pull him off as well.
So they're all pulling each other off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or pulling off one bloke from his sun lounger, but he's like trapped by his erection.
I'm surprised. I don't remember that scene, to be honest.
It's quite a way in, so you probably spent by then already.
I didn't. Did you wank to the film?
No, Baywatch? I didn't. In fact, you don't remember certain scenes. Yes, you finished it off quite early.
Hang on, is your concept of remembering things from films based on that if you've forgotten you had a wank during it?
No, it's in a Baywatch film.
You've expressed knowledge gaps on films that you should not be masturbating to. James, in that instance then, can you recite for me the plot to the film Wish?
Yeah.
Go on then. I'm going to put this on TikTok. So if this is incredible, I've not seen Wish.
There's a girl.
Right.
And she's got a pet goat.
Sounds like you're lying already.
She's got a grandpa and her
That's
mum.
An easy guess.
Her dad's died.
Right, classic Disney.
She's in a town. They're singing songs. She then goes to the castle to get a job being the magician's apprentice. She then finds out the magician's a bit of a cunt, and tells him to stop being that said word.
She says to him, "Stop being a cunt."
Yeah,
in a Disney film.
And then he withholds all their
I don't
wishes,
think that's true.
And her and her friends form a gang.
Yeah.
Break into the thing, do a heist.
What's her friend's name?
One's called Simon.
What's her name?
He's very dull. Aria?
Mate,
Asher.
Okay, you sure about this?
I think so.
It sounds like to me her name would be one of the first things introduced in the film, and you've forgotten it, which to me means that you would.
Well,
you saw it in the cinema.
You don't need to know her name because in the end she becomes the fairy godmother.
What?
What,
the fairy godmother?
Yeah.
The fairy godmother.
It's this little young 18-year-old. Oh, sorry, 17-year-old. What? She's 17 because she's almost 18.
Did they mention that in the film? Or is that just you knowing?
They mention that in the film.
Right, so she...
and her grandpa...
What? So all of this is a prequel to...
Everything. Her grandpa's 100 years old.
Right. Is her granddad...
one of the people in the town becomes Peter Pan. And another one becomes Mary Poppins.
This sounds like a paedophile's fever dream, doesn't it?
It's brilliant.
He turned into Peter Pan.
Yeah.
This is okay. I mean, I don't know. Is that the plot really, or
yeah,
you just?
Yeah.
And what was her name again?
Asher.
Who directed that?
It was a lady. Cause I had an interview with her.
Right.
I can't remember who.
To be fair, it narrows it down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nudist airlines, mate, crash on a beach.
Yeah.
Would you rather crash on a beach nude or clothed? You'd have to say clothed, wouldn't you?
I mean, as long as I survived, I wouldn't mind either.
So you crash on this island.
Yeah.
And you're nude, but you find some leaves that you can fashion into clothes. Do you start wearing clothes again?
I think you'd make like a little leaf costume.
A little one.
Well, I mean,
how big is this leaf?
Well, it wouldn't cover my whole body, or even
No.
maybe just a shaft.
Right. Okay.
Or just a tip, maybe.
So you've crashed on this island. You've made a
sort of a pair of pants.
the first clothes
With a
you've
hole
made
cut out.
is basically a leaf foreskin.
Yeah.
Right. And
A
then
leaf skin.
you turn around. And there's some other survivors there.
Yeah.
Do you put on more clothes or do you just keep that?
I mean, it's a desert island, isn't it? I mean, it's going to be hot.
Yeah, it's your typical tropical island, I'd say.
I would definitely try and make some sort of shade. So
Yeah,
maybe
what, you
first
insult
I
one
would
of them.
build like an umbrella sort of thing, like a parasol.
Right, okay.
I'd focus on that side and focus
So
on,
you're not even talking to the
I'd
other
focus
people
on
there yet?
building like housing and something safe.
Right,
But once you got like a roof,
yeah.
I would then possibly make a pair of pants or something.
Would
or
you go
a
hunting?
pair of trousers.
So you
or
okay,
go
let's look
fishing.
at it this way. Let's look at it
Or
this
just
way,
make
right?
a stick.
Lost, but on a nudist flight. You know, you are the main character.
Block.
You've crashed down. I don't know. I know people like this series. I don't know it at all. But I assume there's a lot of nudity involved. You're in
Called Lust.
You're in charge. And
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, they've gone.
Eufrat.
They've gone. Oh no, you're not inviting.
No.
It's
So
a party
she's
plane.
She's on a flight.
No, there's people already.
Oh, she's there.
Eufrat's on the flight.
She's always on a flight to me.
That's handy, isn't it?
It really is.
So you've crashed. Everyone's nude.
And Ella Hughes.
And Ella Hughes,
Yeah.
Eufrat, who makes a biannual appearance on the podcast, and you and other people from this aircraft have crash landed. You are in charge. What was the first thing you do? Obviously, after you fucked Eufrat,
No, I mean, no.
she regains consciousness. Says,
build-
"James, what are we doing?"
No, I would
Where's she
build.
from again?
I would build some sort of.
Where's she from?
I think Czech.
She's from Czech.
You think she's Czech?
Right.
I know how I would take this very seriously.
Yeah.
It's my time to shine.
You're naked. You stood
And
there
as
naked.
I've
You
had
get a boner and you start
well, no, 'cause I've-
rolling
yeah.
around on the floor.
No, but I would try and just like build housing, put roofs.
What,
and
your
stuff.
first thing is build housing.
Well, no,
Guys,
maybe not.
we need to build
maybe not
housing.
but somewhere to sleep, somewhere to stay safe,
Yeah.
somewhere to rest.
Will everyone's
stay-
rooms nearby
And
your...
stay out of the glaring sun.
Will everyone's...
beating down on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will everyone's beds be near each other or...
I know. I mean, I think it's really up to the individuals to
Are you going to let
decide
Eufrat make her own-
where they want to camp. We'd work together to build this accommodation,
Yeah.
but it's you can have your room. It can be a mile high, mile wide.
Right.
You can have an
yeah.
all-size bedroom. You could have shared rooms. It's entirely up to the people.
On this desert, on this tropical
It's
island.
huge.
I
Yeah.
get it's huge. I'm more...
There's also like a cave system. We find.
Oh, there's a
later on.
cave system.
And a
Okay, so
smoke
you've
monster.
you're taking these women into a cave.
No,
No.
you're making this one sound.
I'm
very-
just repeating back what you're saying.
No, I said
I
this-
am.
No, I'm just also. You said it's a show Lost, and I'm
No, I
referencing
meant in terms
what's
of...
in there, like
It's
smoke
the premise.
monster and the
You can have
caves.
whatever you want on your
And then
desert
there's like
island.
this alarm, which every so many minutes it can go beep 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 beep,
Right, yeah.
and then it all resets. So again, it's from Lost,
Yeah, so you...
show you've never seen, but you bring it up.
As a sort of reference touch point to build upon, not to just ape
build
and
a bear.
reenact.
If you could design a Build-A-Bear, what
Yeah.
Build-A-Bear would you build?
Oh, it'd be a mile long, be a mile high, and it would be it would just be the TV series Lost.
Oh wow!
I would make the bear that bald guy from Lost,
Mm.
and
Is that the fellow who couldn't walk?
I don't know, I haven't
the
seen
aliens
it.
Cured him.
I don't know, I haven't
that's
seen it.
the one.
It is
Yeah.
okay, so that's a fact.
Yeah.
We're quite far in. We got a fact at last.
Finally, fact hunt.
Okay, so you're on the desert island, James.
Yeah.
So, Eufrat and
Ella Hughes.
Ella Hughes,
Yeah.
who is a porn star. Is she also a porn star?
How
I
did
let
you-
it go because I
How
thought.
did you know that?
Do you know what? When I read it back in my head, I originally thought she was like an ITV TV presenter or something like that. But then I thought,
When you
It's
remembered
very
your
keen.
searches and
no, then I remembered you. And obviously you're on a nudist airline with 2 porn stars. You're now making... The first thing you do is make a bed. You're like, let's get on and do that.
I mean, if they choose
But
to
what
do
if
that, then
what if a lady comes to you and another lady from the airport says, we need food?
then we'd get food.
Where'd you get food from?
We're in a desert island. There's water around.
I think
we
I
can go
like
fishing.
you went.
We've got
We're on a desert
vegetables,
island, as
we've
if
got-
that means
We've got
bountiful.
coconuts growing in the ground.
Growing in the ground.
We've got
Coconuts.
pineapples growing in the ground.
Right.
Coconuts in the tree.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be shy. It's important to get as much nut as possible.
So that woman says to you, James, I just really,
I need a nut.
me and my family, my children, the husband died in the crash. She says, I really thank you. It's good because I can't, now my husband's dead. I really appreciate it. Can I join you?
No, I think we would all join together. We'd work as a team.
All of you, what, you and the kids?
Everyone would work together.
Yeah, but she's saying to you, like,
get,
I want to be,
to get food.
I want to be
safe.
Mrs. Island Mayor.
We'd have votes for that. I mean, I'm
Oh,
not,
you would relinquish control.
It's not a dictatorship.
It's not.
I mean, obviously, I'm in control.
Yeah.
But we have like a right hand person who just help run the island, make decisions.
So
'cause I can't decide everything.
no,
Like,
but
you know,
what if the little kids are all
I'm
like,
not a god.
Uncle James?
I tell you, I'm not your uncle.
Really?
I'm the town mayor.
But so you have been elected town mayor.
Well,
This
become
town
town
mayor,
mayor,
you've been
yeah.
on this desert island for less than a day, and you've already established a democracy that has the role of town mayor. People with their mile-long bedrooms.
if they want.
You can have whatever you want on this desert island.
Yeah.
It's bountiful.
If you like, which musician would you want to bring back from the dead?
Beethoven.
Who would you
It'd blow his fucking mind, wouldn't
Who
it?
would you give up in his place? You got to basically sacrifice if you can.
Ed Sheeran.
But
There's
again,
not.
That's a fair
I'm
answer.
fine with that. I'll exchange him for the hostages in Gaza. Easy. What was the challenge there? So the answer is always Ed Sheeran if you have to give someone up.
Yes, it's very true. And there's this podcast I listened to, they actually gave the same answer.
Oh, did they?
Not to like Beethoven, but pretty much Ed Sheeran was.
Because it's low hanging fruit, man.
But what about all the money he's raised for charity in Ipswich?
Well, it's like you said, I believe, just in the last episode, if someone has a Mars bar and they need someone else needs a Mars bar and someone has a 10-pack of Mars bars, they need to give them the Mars bar.
Yeah. How many Mars bars would you give someone if you had to give someone?
Well, it depends on the context. It depends if they are. What if they're allergic to caramel and nougat? You can't take that risk. People are allergic to everything these days.
If you
A kid at my school died from an allergy to nougat.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. He had some nougat and died.
We had a kid who claimed
Nougat.
he was allergic to peanuts.
Yeah.
So
fucked him.
to make sure he wasn't lying, other children held him down and flicked peanuts into his mouth. It turns out he was allergic to peanuts quite severely.
Well, I found out I was allergic to prawns, and my father didn't believe me, so he put prawns in the food to test
I
them.
remember you saying this, yeah.
That was unpleasant. But at our school, we didn't do that sort of thing. Although there is rumours that one boy did kill himself after he was in the men's toilets because they were closed for 6 months when I was in year 8.
Wow.
Scott, if you're listening to this, do you remember Slug Boy? That's what he was called. So, not Scott, Kirk Strongman. Yeah.
Because he's a strong man.
Yeah, he works for Scott Atkins Fitness. Oh. Well, there's not much you can do. I was going to do all the answers to last week's Songs of Phrase.
And well done, Alex, for winning it again.
Which was...
please claim your prize by sending me a favour.
Yeah.
Postage and packing.
I was a child, I liked it.
Yeah.
And it was I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss.
Oh.
It was From Jesus to a Child by everyone's favourite.
Wacko Jacko.
No,
it's not.
Everyone's favourite Greek homosexual.
Oh.
And it's not Dale Winton.
Prince Philip.
No, he didn't have many hit singles.
Oh.
Jesus to a Child by
George Michael.
Yeah. And of course, I liked it. It was Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl and I liked it.
I had another friend who went to Glastonbury.
There's another male friend, was it?
And he bought he called it a camping flag.
Right.
Turns out he had like one of pretty Essex's first pride flag.
What did he think
which
a
he
camping
hung-
flag was?
I don't know, but he had this kind of like bright camping flag, and which in hindsight we had, well, at least Chelmsford's first pride flag hanging from the front of a house for about 6 months. Till my other housemate Matthew asked him to take it down because he didn't want his bitches thinking he was gay.
What is a camping flag?
So it turns out it's a pride flag.
No.
It's a flag.
But he bought a flag.
It's a flag he could basically put on his tent to signal that's where my tent is.
Yeah, but I think that's what that attracts gays. That's what it's.
Yeah, but he didn't realise that. He also once went to an army surplus store, and he described bought an army throw to put over the sofa.
Grenade?
No, it was just like camouflage netting.
You do that, you forget where your sofa was.
You couldn't see it for years.
Just realising I actually do this week's Songs of Phrase.
No, we didn't, did we?
No, which is episode 97's title, I Wanted to Get Dirty.
I wanted to get dirty.
Oh man, dirty.
So James knows what one of those is and is already sort of
Foaming,
just sort of
frothing.
slothed into what most people look like after Christmas dinner.
If I was on a beach,
Just on a sofa, you'd
I'd
just
be
kind of
rolling
just
over
disengage from your physical
and
form.
burying myself in the sand.
You'd bury yourself on what? On the beach?
In the
In
sand.
the sand. So that's
I wanted to get dirty.
I Wanted to Get Dirty, which I think, if I recall, was something that you were doing playing in mud. But I don't know, I haven't listened
I
to
can't
it.
remember now.
Most of the titles are yours, because the other one I was going to do was They Call Me Mr. Hands. And I don't know if you can remember what Mr. Hands was.
No.
It's the guy that died being fucked by a horse.
I wanted to get dirty.
I presume Alex will win this week's Songs of Phrase. Again, music, singing.
Yeah.
He is a very talented musician, isn't he?
Yeah. He's making
That
it
seems
big.
to be our sort of demographic,
Yeah.
really. We have at least two talented touring
musicians,
musicians
yeah.
who listen to us. And possibly,
Alex, especially when he's on tour, he plays us to his groupies.
that's going to kill the mood, isn't it?
No, I think he'll make it.
I mean, I would say, actually, to be fair, this episode, I don't think you've said anything crass.
Red Bull, the actual proper Red Bull,
What are we talking about?
is disgusting.
Red Bull?
Yeah.
Red Bull, the energy drink?
Yeah, it is. It's disgusting.
Okay.
But you get like the special flavours like spiced pear.
Yeah.
Which actually
Did you enjoy that?
is yeah.
What was
it's
your-
a good pear?
What was surprising?
But it was more pear, less spiced. So it's like, I think pear is a vastly underused ingredient in the drink industry.
I was hoping you were going to say an underused fruit,
Well,
and then could just say something about Alan Carr.
what's your favourite arc?
Joan.
Or if you could have an arc now, you're only allowed to bring on 3 animals,
Right.
and so it's basically it's a pair. and
3
one
animals.
other.
So two of one animal, and then a random
it's
animal.
a random animal. What would you bring on?
2 antelope and a bear.
I would bring on just three lobsters.
Why would you bring in 3 lobsters?
Because of food. I'll bring on, I think one.
What?
One would be a lady,
Yeah.
and she would be able to like kind of lay eggs.
Right.
And
yeah.
if in a modern age, if you find a female lobster, it's got a notch cut out of its tail.
Yep.
That's an egger. They
So what?
It's an egger. they breed, and you can get eggs from them, and then they can lay millions at once.
Yeah, but they don't.
Also, lobsters can become unisex, and often
This
occasionally.
is just veered into another fact section.
Occasionally, you'll
Yeah.
get a lobster which is half boy, half girl.
Right. Yeah.
How do you think that would be split?
Down the middle.
Yeah, but like top, bottom, left, right.
Just right down the middle.
Left, right, yeah, exactly.
No, like down the middle.
From the head to
From
the
the head to
tail,
the tail, from the window to the
and say
wall.
on the left hand side,
Oh, maybe starboard and
would be
port.
it would be blue,
Right.
which is I think
The boy
actually
colour.
the girl colour in
What?
the lobster world, and then
What?
Then the female lobster side would be blue.
David
And then the boy side would be like red.
Yeah.
It might be up and I can't remember.
Not.
But I've learned that on
There's
TikTok.
There's some factage.
I like to watch
in this.
videos of the
what?
lobster men.
Of men.
We'll take the lobsters out of the pots.
Yeah.
And they'll check the undercarriage. And if it's a female or an egger, they'll throw it back in.
Right.
If it's over a certain size, they'll throw it back.
You saw this on TikTok.
Yeah.
You watched a video about eggers on TikTok.
Yeah, like lobsters.
And
They're
lobsters.
great.
Why would you bring on 3 lobsters onto the ark?
I also like watching this video of a man who's got like a massive like attack prawn in a fish tank.
Right.
And he'll just get like other animals, other like sea animals, and drop them in, and then just watch it kill him. And he'll just like attack it with his claws, stun them, kill them. Amazing.
But why are you bringing 3 lobsters onto the ark?
So they can lay eggs continuously.
So you just need caviar.
It's a small investment. No, but the eggs would hatch into like other lobsters.
So the whole ark is filled. Why don't you just bring on a load of lobsters?
Okay,
Why go through the rigmarole of breeding lobsters?
You can only bring on 3 animals.
What? But why? Who said this?
It's just the arbitrary law.
Okay, so you're 3 animals, right? So you're gonna. But then why not bring on 3 cows or 2 cows and a bull and have loads of veal?
Because you only get one, and they grow quite slowly. While lobsters.
Whereas lobsters, how quickly do
millions.
lobsters gestate into?
I mean, they can live for like hundreds of years.
Yeah, but how long do they go? Because otherwise, you're on a boat with no food other than 3 lobsters, which you can't eat until they lay
one
eggs.
of them will be a huge one, so maybe I can eat that one straight away.
Okay, so you're gonna eat immediately. You're gonna eat one. So why not make one of them a cow and just have a lot of beef? Why are you just eating lobster on an ark?
Yeah, you've made a point there. One would do 2 lobsters and a blue whale.
2 lobsters and a blue whale. So you're now on a sinking boat because you've got a blue whale on it.
Well, no,
or you're just going to eat blubber, or just have a lot of oil lanterns.
All of it.
I'm going to find the gestation period for how old eat lobster.
What are you asking if you're like...
When can babies eat lobster? Fuck me, that sounds like it's your mum posting on that. How old lobster when you eat it? Okay, so the most lobsters that you buy in like get in a restaurant or a supermarket are about 5 to 7 years old.
Wow.
So you've pinned your survival hopes. You're thinking long term.
Yeah,
that
you've got to.
I need an animal that I can eat at some point. Rather than go for chickens that can give you eggs or just chickens.
Yeah.
You've gone... Because you've never... I'm surprised you turned down the opportunity to take a cock onto a boat.
3 quite small animals, yeah.
Yeah, but give you eggs.
Yeah.
And
I was thinking of like numbers of eggs, but yeah, thinking back, now
you just want caviar.
Now you've said stuff.
Now someone's applied
maybe I've
thought
not done
to
the
it.
best decision.
How long are you expecting to be at sea? I mean, the original no was only 40 days, wasn't it?
A couple of days.
Did you think before we had this conversation that lobsters went from an egg to full size within a couple of days?
I mean,
you might as well just eat the lobsters.
I mean, don't lobsters? Isn't that how don't they come from prawns? So lobster will lay the eggs, and the eggs become prawns, and then the prawns become lobsters.
No, it's mollusk, prawn, crab, lobster.
Oh yeah, because a crab is a crab and a lobster are basically the same, but like a lobster is just a taller crab.
Yeah, if you put a crab in alcohol, it can walk forwards and backwards.
Have you ever seen a crab?
Yes, I've seen a crab.
Yeah, so have
I think we'll wrap it up.
We can't beat that.
James once saw a crab. Where did you see a crab?
In a crab shop.
In a crab shop. I think that you can hear the engine spluttering on this car. Let's wrap this up.
We're calling it. This podcast died at.
If this is still in it, this isn't going to be a 30-minute. It's already at an hour. This was episode 215.
What a number.
Time of death, 8 minutes past 9.
What a number.
Here is the songs of phrase to play us out.
I wanted to get dirty.
What a song.
Thanks.
Fuck.
That was Jim and James Chew the Cud, a Curson Media production. Produced by Glenn Lopez. Music by Smartle Jennings.
I quite enjoyed it.
Bye. See you later. Bye.